Alright, so here you can get some idea of just how that lemon balm looks. This is the one that was in the corner over there before I moved everything about. Just thought I would show you how I'm going to prune this so that I can get a nice huge bush like this again when I put it back into the system. So this poor lemon balm has spent 2 days or so out of the aquaponic system and desperately needs to be trimmed up and put back in before it dies, which would not be cool because I love my lemon balms. But I just thought I'd show you really quickly how I'm going to go about doing that, and then maybe we'd even take a look and see just what kind of harvest I got. So what I'm doing is I'm just going down to one of the lowest points on the plant where I can see that other leaves have sprouted off, and I'm pretty much taking the whole thing. That's nice. I am checking to make sure that I've got some new growth below the point where I'm cutting it, because that'll help me get a nice bushy plant. Or at least that's been the theory I've been using so far, and well, you can see the results of that here. This will perk right back up again once I get it back into the aquaponic system. I have no fear about that. Certainly is a fair bit on here. I can't wait to weigh this up. I'll just finish trimming this and we can take a look at it, what it looks like then, and I'll decide whether or not I'm going to take more off of it or just shove it back in the way it is. Well, that's quite the pile of lemon balm. Can't wait to find out how much that weighs. Alright, let's find out what that weighs, shall we? Alright, forgive the mess, I wasn't expecting company here, but let's just plop this on the scale. Find out what we're looking at. 198 grams of lemon balm. Good deal. Right, now to finish shaping that plant outside. Right, well, so much for basic harvest. Now, let's take a look at what else needs to be dealt with on this. I'm still going to have to cut a lot of this off, and it doesn't exactly look great right now. Take a bit out the middle, I think, for airflow. But let's take a look at the roots and see if I should break it up or leave it whole. Now this has been sitting out of the system for a couple of days, so it's a little on the drier side, hence it's looking so very wilty compared to normal. But that is quite a root system. There's a lava rock cut up in there. So I can definitely safely divide this and get a lot more plants than this out of it. Much like the rhubarb, I'm going to be pretty savage with this, but I know that the plant can take it. It's a little rough, but This will get the rocks out of the roots pretty easily, helps get rid of the dead roots. There's a lot of that aquarium-sized gravel I've been trying to get rid of. I'll be glad to see that out of these roots. Alright, let's see if we can break off a piece. Failing that, I've always got snips of some kind. As savage as that was, this will still survive as probably 2, maybe even 3 different plants. This little one does have some roots on it. Let's open it up a little bit more. Just going to peel that piece off. Now this is something more the size of what I'd like to put back into my aquaponic system, and this is closer to the size of what I originally put in my aquaponic system, but that was a while ago, and as you can see, it's grown. So I'll just put that one aside. Let's keep cutting this thing up. Got a couple that have just fallen off there. That's helpful. I find sometimes with the lemon balm, just working it around will sometimes do that. It'll just loosen up offshoots and you can safely pull them off and plant them. Oh, look at that. I didn't know the worms had survived in my aquaponic system. There you go, big guy. That'll be a nice little transplant. That one's got some potential for going back in the garden. So, here's one I think I'm going to keep and put back in the aquaponic system. And here is another. They seem good and sturdy. I'm pretty sure they'll make it. Got at least a dozen or so new plant starts. I don't know if I'm going to bother planting them all, but I might. I do love the lemon balm. But that's pretty much that for that. Time to put it back in the aquaponics. Well, it is a shame that pak choy bolted on me, but I'll try again when we're getting closer to the cooler season. because it certainly seemed to grow well in the aquaponics. But out she comes for now. Nice and easy to pull considering it only went in there a couple days ago. So once again I've pulled off my bell so I know where my water level is, just to make it a little easier to transplant, because doing this one-handed is always so much fun. Times like this I can't help but feel a deeper bed would be a very good thing, and that is why the next one I'm building will be much deeper. About twice this deep in point of fact. Well, there's the lemon balm back in the aquaponics. We'll give it a couple of days and I bet you it'll look just fine. Alright, thanks for tuning in. Have yourselves a fantastic day.